Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video, we're going to be solving a problem about the Xbox Series X, but probably same thing will be happening in the Xbox Series S. What happens is, if you have a lot of stuff in the console, like me, when you go to the storage area, right now it's, even though it says 1 terabyte, right now I'm seeing it like you, 800 gigabyte, because some sort of a storage needs to be for the operation system updates and the cache. So I only have right now left is 54.2 gigabytes of space. Right now I am less than 7%. So if you go down less than 10% with many devices like smartphones, consoles, Android box, Android tablets, or iOS, Apple devices as well. If you have less than 10%, your hardware will act like it's going to crash. That's what's happening in this console. Right now, if I go less than 5%, Cyberpunk don't work, and many of the games just try to work in the beginning, and if I just hit the Xbox button when I try to get back, I can't, kind of like situation. So let's just close the protection. So this is a function of the projector to protect our eyes. So right now what we're about to do, I'm going to be using an external drive, this USB thumb drive. This is a 256 gigabytes of storage area, and I will be installing from the front. It doesn't matter if you plan to install it at the back. And it's not the ideal USB thumb drive, but it's going to work. Let's just install it. Xbox probably recognize it. Yes, will you be using the Xbox game external drive? I formatted this before. It will ask you, will I be formatting this if you're going to be using for games? And as you can see, if you format it inside the menu, this video will take less time. If formatting is easy, this drive will be used on the multiple consoles. This drive will stay attached to this console. It's going to ask you that. And if you format, you'll definitely lose everything. So change the installation locations. As you can see, for Xbox Series XS games, I cannot really do anything because they can be stored anywhere, but must be installed on the internal drive. Like, I can back up the games to the external drive, then I need to reinstall from that backup. But for the Xbox One games, Xbox 360 games, and original Xbox game, I don't have to do that. I can carry them around. So Xbox games external, backward compatible games. Let's just put that and go back. So right now, how much storage that I have? I have 2 levels, right? Let's go to this, move or copy. And I'm going to be copying a couple of games. Batman is not an XS game. Portal is not an XS game. Let's just choose Portal. This is an XS game. Creeks is small game. Company Man is XS game. Definitely. The DLC game is an XS game. Dirt is an XS game. But Dirt Rally 2.0 is an old game, and I quite like it. So I can carry them around. And many of the games are XS games, but still I can carry a lot of games. For example, Fight Night. I play time to time with the members of the family when they come. So the grid is, interestingly, it's not XS optimized. Maybe it had a couple of updates. Inked is a small game. I will be just getting that. And Hot Wheels, maybe I will keep the Inked because I'm playing it a lot. So Iris Fall can be carried, and this can be carried. This also can be carried. So many of the games like Mirror's Edge, right now I am at 66 gigabytes of storage. Let's see how much I can carry more. Sekiro is an old game. I can carry that too, but I'm playing that. So Planet of Lana. And Stacking is 360 games. Steep, even though it has perfect graphics, it's not XS game. So we can carry a lot of stuff. Let's just keep that a way out. And Wreckfest is Xbox One game. And I believe I created enough space for me. Move selected to the external Xbox game external device. Move it. And transfer. Right now, it's starting to move. That's what we are going to be doing this. By doing this, you're going to increase the internal storage and it will be increasing the speed of your console. If you don't do that, if you're at the tip of it, you might not be able to work a couple of games. Big games need big cache files. And it's not just going to be about your Xbox Series X or Series S. It will be same with your smart device like phone, tablets, whether if it's iOS or Android. It doesn't matter. If you go less than 10%, you're going to ruin your performance. It will be same with your laptop. If your laptop has an SSD, M2 SSD with a huge amount of power like 7,000 megabytes per second, if you go less than 10%, your cache space will be more or less than enough, less than, let's just say, required at least. So your computer will be slowing down, even though if you have huge amount of hardware. You can think of it like a heat of the engine. Even if you have 1,000 horsepower, if your engine is too hot, then you have to slow down to cool it down. You can consider it like this. So after this procedure is over, you're going to be having a huge amount of performance. And also, if you include a bigger USB thumb drive, then you will have a lot of space to storage extra. So just consider this. It's less cost than buying an expensive Seagate external storage. And also it will be increasing your storage level in total. But if you play all the games from your USB thumb drive, then it will be heated. So check your USB drive heat levels when it's going to be working your games. If it's a big game and if you need a lot of data transfer, then you might have a chance to heat up your USB thumb drive a lot. So I don't recommend to play all the games from the USB thumb drive, but you can store it. But the same thing applies like in the beginning of the video, like I told you, if you store your XS series games to your USB thumb drive, you have to install it back to the internal because Xbox won't allow you to play your XS optimized games from your USB drive. You have only games like Xbox One games and original Xbox games. Other than that, you have to reinstall it back. But it's faster than downloading from the internet, but it will cost you the life of your internal SSD drive. And there is a big problem. And if you don't know what it is, there's a life cycle like writing and erasing of every non-flash storage. So it applies to the Xbox. If you have a problem with your internal SSD drive, then you have to change your SSD drive. You might be thinking, hey, if I change it, it's an easy thing. I open the device, I install a new SSD. It's not, because Microsoft is including an internal key with matching up the internal key that is written in your SSD drive from every update. So if you don't have a clone drive, which is updated the same as your internal drive, you might not be able to work with your new SSD installed to your Xbox. So this is a big problem. A lot of people are arguing about this, and I will be sharing the videos of them at the comment section or around the page. So don't forget about this, that you need to keep your drive as clean as possible. This is one of the reasons also I'm showing this. You want to keep your original internal drive as less written and deleted files as possible. You don't want to lose the life cycle of the internal drive too much, because the Game Pass allows you to install, reinstall. If you have a faster internet connection, like a couple of minutes, you can download the game Why not, right? But you're also writing and deleting files. That is also taking the life of the Xbox Series X or S. If you don't know it, you'll learn it right now. And you don't want to do that mistake. Just remember, it's not with the same with the PS5. Xbox writes an information inside of the drive. If it fails, you cannot open it and you have to send it to service and it'll cost a lot of money. You'll be learning all these at the bottom section. A couple of people made very detailed videos. I just want to show you small, simple solution. I don't want to get in too much of a detail. I hope you learned something. This applies to many devices. Like I told you. Hope to see you in the next video, Home Cinema and Tech Review. Bye.